So my name is Darl Champion. I have a plaintiff's personal injury firm in Atlanta called the Champion Firm. We work on everything from premises liability and trucking cases to cases involving medical malpractice. Our client was leaving a restaurant. It was early morning hours in November. Her light turned green. She went to turn left. Her pickup truck was traveling at a high rate of speed and blew through the red light and basically T-boned her. That guy was drunk. He was driving a company vehicle. And as a result of the impact, our client had devastating injuries. And so one of the things that we wanted to show really was just what the injuries looked like. I'm a big believer in showing people things and showing things visually, because that has a lot more effect than just talking about it. Even if I have like an epidural steroid injection in a car wreck case or a facet injection, I get an animation for that and put it on a medical board, because to me, it's a lot more powerful to show a needle sticking into somebody's spine than it is to just talk about it. In terms of any obstacles we had in the case, I mean, the biggest one was our client was in a coma for several weeks and in ICU. And that was difficult because we were having to deal with essentially a lack of information from her. We did get a guardianship set up for her where her mom served as her guardian and was able to make decisions for her. I would say that was probably the biggest challenge, was getting that aspect done. It's really kind of a clear case. I mean, there's multiple eyewitnesses who say the driver ran the red light. He was in fact intoxicated. His blood alcohol level was more than twice the legal limit. Did an event recorder download, so we had an accident reconstructionist do that, and they were able to see that he basically just didn't stop at all, didn't even slow down. I mean, just blew through the red light, 65, 67 miles an hour. In this case, because our client had so many injuries, I really wanted to do kind of a head-to-toe depiction of what those injuries looked like, to really kind of drive home just how impactful this was and how this is going to affect her for the rest of her life. So that was really what led to me contacting DK Global to do that work. But then there was some additional work as well that was done, including an animation from the actual scene of the crash. And the idea was, well, we want to weave in these animations that we're getting, both the animation of the wreck itself as well as the animation of her injuries. And again, I think that's a good example of like repurposing stuff. If the case doesn't settle, and let's say we go to mediation, I can use all this stuff in mediation too. A great thing about getting companies involved that do animations or illustrations early on is you can use them for a variety of purposes. So our current plan is to use them in the settlement brochure video as well as the demand package. If the case doesn't settle, then you can use them with the doctors. The doctors can use them to point out the body parts that were hurt, how they were injured. Like, y'all were so on top of it, and y'all really made sure that we were doing what we needed, made sure that we had we're getting y'all the information we needed. Y'all have so much experience with all sorts of different cases and all sorts of different venues with different law firms. It was nice to kind of have that collaboration and get that feedback on some ideas. And ultimately, I was very, very impressed with the finished product.